Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what people think but wouldn't say. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Before we get started with your pile selection, I want to give a quick shout out to my sponsor, Keen. So this is how my best friend almost ruined my relationship. It started with a missed call from Emily on my boyfriend Kyle's phone at a weird time. Then I saw a missed call from Kyle on Emily's phone as well. I wondered why they'd call each other while I'm at work. My heart raced. I trust them, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. I felt uneasy about Emily before. A year ago, I noticed how she and Kyle seemed to click, sharing jokes and glances that made me uncomfortable. Once I even caught Emily smiling at a message from Kyle, and when I asked him about it, he said it was private. I just dismissed it as paranoia due to my trust issues, but the doubt lingered. The new incident made my old suspicions resurface. Kyle became more secretive, always on his phone, which was unusual for him, and Emily started cancelling plans last minute, which wasn't like her. Everything seemed off, and my anxiety grew. I confronted Kyle about the call, but he brushed it off as a mistake. But when I asked Emily, she said she didn't even remember calling at all. Their vague answers made me even more anxious. I needed to know the truth, so that's when I decided to consult with a tarot reader from Keen. I browsed Keen's website, searching for the right psychic for my situation. I found one specializing in relationship readings with great reviews. But it was her energy that caught my attention, so I decided to consult with her, hoping she could reveal the truth. I explained my fears and asked for clarity. As she began typing, I just felt a gnawing anxiety, fearing the truth I might hear. She told me the cards speak of betrayal, and my stomach dropped. Then she added, but they also speak of celebration, a union of hearts. Confused and frustrated, I asked, what does that mean? Her vagueness felt like torture. The truth lies in what you choose to see. The betrayal may not be what you think. Sometimes the heart sees what it fears, not what is real, she responded. I left the chat more confused than ever. Over the next few days, her words echoed in my mind, turning every interaction with Kyle and Emily into something sinister. The final straw came when I saw Kyle and Emily together at a coffee shop, speaking in hushed tones. They didn't see me, but I saw enough to confirm the worst. I left in tears. Back home, I felt broken. How could they betray me? But as I paced around, the tarot reader's words returned to me. Celebration? Union of hearts? Could there be another explanation? The next day, I decided to confront them. I know something's going on, I blurted out. Just tell me the truth. Kyle and Emily exchanged a glance, then smiled. We were going to tell you tonight, Emily said softly. Tell me what? I demanded. Kyle pulled out a small velvet box. We've been planning a special anniversary surprise for you. Our 3-year anniversary is next month. Emily helped me because you trust her taste more than mine. My mind reeled as everything fell into place. The strange calls, the secret meetings, the cryptic conversations. It was all for me. I felt a flood of relief and guilt. The tarot reader's words made sense now. The betrayal was actually my own mistrust, twisted by my fears. I hugged them both, tears streaming down my face as the weight of doubt lifted. They've been planning something beautiful for me, not against me. So I realized that sometimes trust means choosing to see love, even when fear blinds you. I hope you enjoyed that little nugget of my personal life, and if you've had thoughts about something you need clarity on, Keen connects you with talented psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can get a reading whenever it suits you. Just create an account and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. Each reader has unique gifts and specialties, so whether you need insights on love, career, or life in general, they can provide deeper understanding and guidance. Choose whichever reader best suits you, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. It's always best to get a personal psychic reading if you'd like more accurate information on your situation, because it is directed only to your energies. Now, here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 5 minutes for only $1. Go to trykeen.com/psychic-siren-tarot or click the link in my description box below to receive a discount on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this partnership opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychic-siren-tarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your pile selection, for pile number 1, we have the crystal Specula Hemitite. For pile number 2, we have Malachite. And for pile number 3, we have Thunder Egg. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever one you are most drawn to. So hopefully by now you have picked a pile for yourself. If not, you can pause the video. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose the Specula Hemitite crystal, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what people think but wouldn't say. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you find yourself resonating with these messages, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So your card is the Devil in the reverse. Let's go ahead and pull your tarot cards and see what comes up here in terms of what people think but wouldn't say. So spirit guides of pile number 1. Spirit guides of pile number 1. Okay, you already have the 7 of Swords. You have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. And you have the 2 of Wands reversed. Okay, so at the back of the deck, we do have the 7 of Cups. Now, what I want to say, tapping into the energy, I kind of see a storyline here where certain people want to say certain things to you, but are dishonest about telling you the truth. So I'm hearing the word divine protection. You are very divinely protected from people that maybe don't have the best interest or intentions towards you. And I do see that you've had quite a couple people like this in your life. Many different experiences with different people that almost acted in similar ways. I'm hearing the song by Janae Aiko. I want to get the exact song name, but she speaks about meeting different people and they're all the same. But it's like she's meeting the same person through different bodies, through different people, if that makes sense. So maybe you've met the same archetype of a person through different people where they've acted in similar ways and maybe even treated you negatively in similar ways. And that's what I see with the 7 of Cups. Let me get the song name. Okay, the song is called Stranger by Janae Aiko. And I was hearing the part where she said, you said you were different, but you're the same stranger. I cannot tell you how many there have been that were just like you. And she speaks about like different people hurting her, but they all hurt her in the same way. So what I want to say here is how this relates to this topic of what people think but what it wouldn't say is I think I'm tapping into those people's energies that have maybe hurt you, that had bad intentions towards you, and it's different people. It's not just one person that has done this to you. And I think I'm tapping into their energy that feels a little bit more narcissistic, greedy, selfish, just like overall dark in general. And what I want to say here is if I make your reading a little bit shorter, this is why. I don't like to be in energies of people like this because I actually feel the energies and carry the energies of the person I'm reading, both you and the other people involved. So how this relates to the topic is these people that I'm reading, when I say you're divinely protected, some of them feel this urge to tell you their true intentions, but stop themselves from doing so. So, what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is the episode in The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I don't know which one it was or which season it was in, but basically, her aunt, I think it was her aunt's. Anyways, they baked a truth cake with a truth spell in it. And they gave it to Prudence, this other character in that series, and the other guy, I don't know his name, and they were starting to tell truths, and his wife. So they were starting to kind of like word vomit truths of what their true intentions were. And then they kind of put a hand over their mouth, like, I can't believe I just said that. So they were kind of telling truths they didn't want to tell of their bad intentions. And that's what I'm seeing clairvoyantly. So I feel like how this relates to the topic is some people from your past or people that have just done you wrong in general felt in the moment almost like, I have to tell this person the truth. I can't lie to them anymore about my intentions. But then they tried to stop themselves from doing it and kept lying about their intentions, their true deceitful intentions towards you with the Seven of Swords. And basically the point I'm trying to get to here is, because you're divinely protected, oftentimes when people do have these negative intentions towards you, it's almost like something wants them to tell you the truth. Even though before they've lied to many different people and never felt the urge to tell the truth. But with you, it's like, I feel the urge to tell you the truth of my true intentions towards you. And I feel like these are people that think about their actions. They're aware of their own actions. These are like very narcissistic individuals, and they think thoughts surrounding that. They think thoughts surrounding like, this is very dark again, I'm sorry, but this is the energy I'm tapping into, like how they can hurt you or how they can destroy your life, or it almost feels intentional, which to me baffles me and rubs me the wrong way, because I want to say, like, some people in your life that have hurt you, it comes across as intentional. It's not even like I didn't do this on purpose, but it's coming across as like I wanted to hurt you, which baffles my mind again, because I never knew people think in this way, and that is so disgusting, but this is the energy I see. So they're thinking these thoughts of like, what can I do to hurt this person or to sort of bring them down? Like, maybe you've had certain people try to humble you or gaslight you or just treat you negatively and then not take accountability for it with the devil reversed and make it seem like you're the one that's asking for too much, or you're the one that's wrong. I don't know how to explain this energy, but I hope you get what I mean. It almost feels like they're very strategic in the way that they wanted to hurt you. And I think they were confused why they felt this need or urge to tell you the truth when usually they wouldn't. This is very interesting, but also dark at the same time. I never knew people actually think like this, but the reason why it's interesting is because you're so divinely protected from spirit that it almost feels like people can't truly hide anything from you, even if they try to. Okay, let's see what else comes up. Clarify the devil reversed. We have the Ace of Cups reversed. Yeah, these are people that are very disconnected from their heart space. They don't really have much empathy or care much about people. The High Priestess reversed, opposite Seven of Swords. Disconnected from source as well, from their own soul. Because I'm actually getting an interesting message from Spirit. So Four of Cups, Knight of Wands. When you're disconnected from your own soul and heart, It's like these people are almost numb. I want to say disconnected from their own emotions, disconnected from their heart, disconnected from their soul. When you're connected to your heart and your empathy, you wouldn't hurt another being. Even if you were angry at that person, whatever it is, like you wouldn't hurt another being. If you're connected to your soul and your feelings and your own inner being, you wouldn't hurt anyone intentionally. But these are like people that don't understand empathy at all. Yeah, they don't understand empathy at all. And it feels like they almost want to destroy what you have created for yourself or what you have. I don't feel like these people are in your life anymore, but I feel like I'm picking up on a past energy. So we do have the Queen of Wands at the back of the deck. I feel like these are people that come across as, to me, in their energy, very insecure within themselves. And you seem very secure. There could be a lot of reasonings of motives behind this, different reasonings. So for some, it's like they get this thrill of like lying to people, being dishonest and getting away with it. You know, if you've ever had people in your life do that, for some of them, it's like, I want to knock you off the pedestal I put you on because I feel like you're better than me. So I'm trying to humble you or knock you off your pedestal. For some of them, it's different reasonings, different motives. But the point I'm trying to make here is they don't have empathy. They know what they're doing. They know what their intentions are. It wasn't just like, oh, I did this by mistake. And they get some kind of weird, sadistic feeling of joy from, you know, ruining people's lives, ruining people's happiness, hurting people, which is why I say it's sadistic and it's disturbing. And I don't know why I'm tapping into this energy, but this is what I'm tapping into. But with the High Priestess reverse, I feel like your intuition was telling you something was off about these people, but it's almost like there was no proof in the physical. But your intuition was screaming at you, your body, your nervous system was screaming at you that something was off with these people. But again, there was no physical proof behind that, and they were sort of wearing masks to prevent you from seeing their true intentions. And that is what they were hiding from you in their thoughts, their intentions, the way they were lying to you, the way they were trying to deceive you, the way they were trying to hurt you, and intentionally for that matter, and how they felt that urge to tell you the truth, but they stopped themselves from doing so, and they have no idea why, because with other people, they never feel that urge. The interesting thing is what I'm seeing here. I feel like this is a weird message to give, but I'm seeing it. After they came across you and hurt you, it's almost like it wasn't fun anymore. Which is so weird to think that a person can have fun by hurting others. I still don't understand this energy, but this is what I'm seeing. But then all of a sudden, it became not so fun anymore. It actually became, what's the word? Quite confusing of why am I not enjoying this anymore. This is like sociopathic tendencies, narcissistic tendencies. Like, I'm just shocked. Like, I know my voice doesn't sound shocked, but like, I'm just internally shocked at the mindset of these people. Disgusting. But all of a sudden, after hurting you, it's like they don't enjoy it anymore. Now they're starting to feel bad. Now they're starting to question, you know, if they're a good person or not. Now they're starting to wonder why they are like this, why they find fun in it. And it's almost like you were that divine intervention for them to make them look at their own actions. You were a mirror to them. And what they think but wouldn't say is, you have caused them so much guilt. And hear me out, hear me out. I'm not saying you're the blame for it. They're the ones that chose to hurt you. But these are people that always put the blame on others and never themselves. So they're blaming you for the fact that they now have to look within. even though they were the ones that chose to hurt you. These are people that just do without thinking first. And yeah, it feels like you've kind of mirrored to them who they truly are on the inside, how dark and ugly and twisted they are on the inside. And it feels like now they can't run or escape from that truth. They can't unsee that truth about themselves. It's almost like you awaken them to their own image, to their own qualities within that they were aware of but never fully wanting to change, if that makes sense. What is the Two of Wands reverse Knight of Wands here, Spirit? What is this about? Yeah, again, it's like they got this weird kind of thrill from watching others be hurt, in pain, be confused. Again, this feels like narcissistic, sociopathic energies. Like sadistic energies of feeling happy when you see another person in pain, when you see another person trust you and then you hurt them intentionally. It's like they get this weird twisted feeling of happiness from that. And that makes me feel so like you in this energy. Because again, who the fuck thinks in that mindset? Like, it just does not make sense to me. These are very sadistic people where they get that thrill from it. And so now they're not getting that thrill anymore. And those are their thoughts. Those are their true thoughts. But they would never say it. And the reason why they would never say it is because it would reveal their true characteristics and true intentions and how dark and ugly they are on the inside. And I'm so glad these people aren't in your life anymore, pile number one, because clearly they don't deserve you. Clearly, nobody deserves this. Nobody deserved this. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm just like shocked, even though I don't sound shocked because my voice can kind of come across as monotone to me, but like, this is just weird. Okay, here's where I'm gonna leave your reading because, I feel grossed out by this energy. I hope this resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pal number twos. If you chose this malachite crystal, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what people think but wouldn't say. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you find yourself resonating with these messages, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So your card that you have here is the Six of Swords. Let's go ahead and shuffle your tarot cards and see what comes up here for you. So spirit guides of pile number two. Spirit guides of pile number two. What people think but wouldn't say. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Six of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Six of Pentacles. I see a whole storyline here already. And I don't really like where it's going, but here's where we are, okay? Let me just look at this for a second. So we have Strength at the back of the deck. I'll put the deck down now. I just want to look at the cards popping out. So King of Pentacles popping out, Five of Pentacles, Temperance, and Ten of Wands reversed. Okay, so it seems like you have certain people from your past that aren't able to move on from you, that are still kind of hung up on you. So they're still reminiscing on your memories together. They're still hung up on you. They aren't able to let go of the past connection you once had, of the memories you once had. They're still stuck and living in the past. They're not living in the present. They're living in the past. That's what I see with the Six of Cups reversed. And I see that these are people you have cut yourself off from for a reason. These are people that you cut out for a reason. Simple as that. You set boundaries with them for a reason. They might have disappointed you, made you sad a lot. I feel like you were very giving to these people with the Six of Pentacles. You've always been such a generous, loving person, even with the Malachite crystal and the Strength card at the back of the deck. You've always been such a loyal person and so generous, and you just want to give all your love. And that's what they think but wouldn't say. And deep down, they know that you were so loyal to them in a way where maybe they didn't even deserve it. You gave so much to them where maybe they didn't even deserve it. And when I say you were so loyal that they didn't deserve it, hear me out, because I see that these people in your life, they weren't the best for you. They weren't giving you the same loyalty in return. They weren't deserving of your loyalty because you had stayed in their lives and tolerated so much more than you should have. It was not healthy. That's what I want to say, which is why I say they don't deserve your loyalty, because I feel like you're such a loyal person where you'll stick by someone's side even if they don't deserve it. You know, even if it's better or healthier, you just walk away from that person. You usually tolerate a lot. And what I want to say here is they know this. They're aware of this. They understand this. But they wouldn't actually say this to you because that would mean taking responsibility for their own actions. And how, when they saw you staying and tolerating, they could have decided to change something about themselves or grow with the number 333 I just saw. But they didn't. They chose to stay complacent and kind of take advantage of your kindness. Even if that was not their full intention, it kind of came across as taking you for granted. And they're aware of this. They're aware of their own actions. And this is what they think but wouldn't say. But they are secretly feeling very saddened by the fact that they perceive it as you've changed. And what I'm getting here is, when somebody's like, you've changed, but they make it seem negative. But all that's changed about you is now you have stronger boundaries. Now you're not letting them mistreat you. The list goes on. But then they make it sound like a bad thing. Like, you've changed. You're not the loving person you used to be. Like, that type of energy. But when you look back at it, you're like, I'm still a loving person. I'm just not giving my love to you because you take my heart and step all over it. So I'm not going to give it to you. And that's just my boundary. So now me having boundaries makes me a bad person. So it's kind of like they're looking at you like, you've changed. Like, who have you become? And it's because your boundaries inconvenience them. That's what it is. It's like they want you to have no boundaries. They want you to tolerate so much BS that you shouldn't tolerate. They want you to just stick by their side and be loyal to them no matter how they treat you. And that's not okay. That's not normal. You shouldn't expect that of anyone. Like, I know if I go and treat the people in my life badly, they're going to leave. So it's a given. Like, you can't just do that to people and expect them to stay. Like, you can't expect people to have no boundaries because it only benefits you. You know what I mean? And these are those types of people. And that is the storyline I'm seeing here. It's like they want you to be boundaryless, and they're acting like you changing and moving away from them and distancing yourself and protecting your peace is hurting them. When if we look at this clearly from an unbiased point of view, they were the ones that were actually hurting you. So it's almost like they're putting themselves in the shoes of the victim when they were never the victim in the first place. And yeah, that's the storyline I'm seeing. Let's pull the clarify cards. This is just making me irritated. I don't like this energy. Six of Swords, clarify this, please. Four of Wands. Okay, Five of Cups, clarify this, please. The Three of Wands. The Eight of Wands. Funny how all the bottom cards are Wands. And except for the last one, Page of Cups. Okay. I just heard a notification in the other room of my apartment, so maybe these people want to reach out to you, but like you've cut them out, blocked them, or just like distance yourself from them in general to protect your own peace, because maybe you realized your worth with that strength card at that back of the deck. Like, strength reminds me of Leo energy and like knowing your worth, building your self confidence. Okay. They've kind of made you the villain of their story because you've chosen to heal and grow and no longer tolerate bad treatment. So now they're making you the villain, but they would never say that to you. Secretly they think you've become selfish right now, but I actually think you're not selfish. I think you've just become selective of who you give your time and energy to, because you're still a giving and loving person. You're just choosing who you want to give it to. And I actually think that these were people that didn't even reciprocate what you were giving. They have a sense of entitlement and egotism towards you, towards your energy, towards what you give them. But if you really think about it, were they even giving anything back in return? What were you receiving from these connections? Because it feels like you weren't receiving anything valuable at all. They were just the ones taking from you and never gave back to you. And now they expect you to hand them everything on a silver platter and just like spoil them with your affection and love, but they can't even give half of that back to you. That's suspicious to me. So it's like they're putting the blame on you when really they need to look within and look at themselves. So this is what they think but wouldn't say. Nine of Wands reversed. It's like they're trying to create a problem out of something that shouldn't even be a problem. That's how I'm reading the energy. It's like I'm creating a problem out of something that's not even a problem. And what I want to say is, it's very obvious that these people are quick to judge you, but aren't quick to judge themselves or look within or look at their own actions and what caused you to move on or distance yourself or cut yourself from them in the first place. Like, you cut ties from them for a reason, but they don't see that. Maybe they do, but they don't want to admit it. They're in denial. And what I see here actually, which proves my point, is there are some people in your life that truly love you and care for you and want the best for you, that are happy for your changes and transformations, that are happy that you've become more selective of who you give your time and energy to. And people that get angry at you for having boundaries and, put the blame on you, take that as them being entitled, to what you have to give. They think they're deserving of it. They think they're entitled to it when they're not. And what I'm getting here again is like certain people in your life are happy, but some people are not because they want you to have no boundaries. So continue setting those boundaries up. You're going to get rid of the takers, the users, the people that don't respect you. Let the trash take itself out, That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Let the trash take itself out, because that's what happens when you have boundaries. Like, the trash literally takes itself out. And I feel like that's what's happening here. But then you also have other people in your life that do care for you, that are loyal to you, that want the best for you, that have maybe seen how people, took advantage of your kind heart, your kind-hearted nature, walked all over you, took advantage of you, and they didn't want that for you. So they're happy to see you have boundaries. So it's very clear who's for you and who's not here based on their thoughts of how they're reacting to this. Because some people are literally celebrating this, whereas some people are sad about this. Which, that's kind of the storyline I'm seeing here. Like, these opposite energies. There are some people that have known you since your childhood or have known you for a very long time, and they've seen the way you've changed, they've seen the way you've grown as a person, and they're so proud of you, whereas these people from your past are like bitter, sad, disappointed by your changes. So there are like stark differences here in the feelings and the perceptions. and the thoughts around the thing. But I kind of see a storyline of like polarizing opinions, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and pull your oracle cards. So spirit guides of pile number 2. Spirit guides of pile number 2. And I'm hearing these people are talking smack about you, gossiping about you. I'm hearing how dare he or how dare she. Okay, we have calming the waters in the reverse with peaceful self-regulation. So these people do not know how to calm their own emotions. They may even be angry about the fact that you have gained boundaries for yourself and you're no longer going to just allow their mistreatment or let them walk all over you. And so they have these thoughts that they wouldn't say around the fact that they can't calm themselves down because of you, but it's like they're putting the blame on you. They're making it seem like it's your fault that they're mad when you didn't do that like to them. They're the ones that are feeling mad, but they're blaming you for it. So these are people that shift the blame onto you and not themselves. We have sacred purpose in the reverse with eternal flame and ancestral legacy. And we have shamanic journey in the reverse with purpose, attunement, and vision quest. I feel like these people were holding you back. They were keeping you from truly healing and truly seeing things clearly, being connected to the divine as well, and the divine blessings that were fated for you. These people were blocking your blessings. I see them thinking, but they would never say that they feel secretly in their life like they have no purpose, like they don't know what they're doing with their life. They don't know where they're going or where they are. They just feel like they're in a state of confusion when it comes to their own life, but also their relationship with you and others, because I feel like you're not the only person they've experienced this with, where maybe I don't know how to explain this energy that I'm seeing, but I'm seeing it visually. You know, when you find something, so Spirit is giving me an example of like, let's say we find a place on the earth that is full of gold, and we mine all this gold, right? And we're basically sucking the earth in this area dry of whatever it has. And then when the gold is done, we're now complaining like it's done, it's finished. So that's the energy I'm seeing. These are like takers that just take from people and don't give back. And then when there's nothing left to take, then they ask themselves, why is it finished? Why is there nothing left for me to take? Then they feel like, it's hard to explain, but they feel like, why does this keep happening in my relationships where, I have people in my life that really care for me, that give to me, but then after a while they distance themselves from me. It's like they deep down, they know that they were the ones that never gave back to you, that never respected you, that just like walked all over you and weren't healthy to you, but then they don't want to admit that to themselves, so then they they stuff that truth down so deep inside that they don't admit it to themselves. And then they keep feeling like, I'm so confused about why this person's distanced themselves from me or stopped talking to me, when deep down they know the reason, but they don't want to accept that reason. So they go looking for other reasons that don't make sense. And then they feel like they're in this state of limbo and confusion. But they'd never tell that to you because deep down they know the true reason, but they don't want to accept it, because that would mean looking at themselves. And I feel like this has nothing to do with you, but everything to do with them and their own journey. So yeah, this is what people think but wouldn't say, mainly people from your past. So I do hope this resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pal number threes. If you chose this Thunder Egg Crystal, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what people think but wouldn't say. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you find yourself resonating with these messages, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So your card is the Hanged Man. Let's go ahead and pull the rest of your tarot cards. So Spirit Guides of pile number 3. Spirit Guides of pile number 3. What people think but wouldn't say. We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. We have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Seven of Pentacles at the back of the deck. So I'm trying to just observe here the energy, but basically what I'm getting so far is there are some people that are scared to lose you, where they're thinking like, don't leave me, please don't leave me. I don't know if there is like a rough patch you're having with certain people in your life where the connection's a little bit rocky at the moment, or it feels like we kind of don't know what's going to happen next. It's a make it or break it moment in the state of your connection right now with whoever these people are, with multiple people in your life or one person. But it feels like they're thinking in their mind, begging you not to leave them, begging you not to leave them behind. It feels like that type of energy of we're having a rough patch together, or, you know, we've had some issues together in our relationship before, and we're trying to work on it, and we're trying to mend our connection together. But it feels like all the methods we have used isn't really working the way we expected it to. And now this person's or these people are starting to feel a little bit hopeless. Like, is our relationship actually going to last in the long run? Or is this just going to end here? And the thing is, they don't want to lose you. And these feel like people that have like abandonment wounds, or are having like fears of being left behind, because I literally feel that distraught, anxious energy of like, don't leave, abandonment wound. So that's what I'm feeling in the energy as I look at your cards. There may also be people you have already left behind that don't want to accept the fact that you're no longer in their life, that keep telling themselves, oh no, we'll get a second chance together, like, we'll get a second chance together, we'll bump into each other, like, something will happen. But will it really? Because what I'm getting here is certain people you walked away from, you can see that it's just not going to work out. Like, it's just not going to work. We can try, but it feels like we're forcing it. Do you know what I'm talking about? When you try to mend things with a person, but none of the methods are working, and it feels like we're just forcing two people to be together that are maybe incompatible or shouldn't be together, whether it be in a friendship or in a romantic connection, doesn't matter. It just feels like we're forcing it. It isn't flowing naturally. And that is the feeling I'm getting in this pile of like, you know, they keep telling themselves, oh, pile 3 will be back, pile 3 will be back. But they've been waiting a pretty long time, and it feels like they're still emotionally attached to you with the Queen of Cups, and also very codependent on you, needing you in some way emotionally to feel okay. Because I'm hearing the song Yayo by Lana Del Rey, specifically the part where she says, I need you like a baby. When I look at the Queen of Cups, that's what I'm hearing. So these people are still very emotionally attached to you and feel a little bit codependent on you to feel okay emotionally. And the thing is, they're waiting for something to happen between the two of you. Maybe some of you do want these people back, but I just feel like they're kind of in limbo right now. They're not knowing what's going to happen next. People you have left in the past, but also people that are afraid of losing you. So that's the energy I'm picking up on. Do you know what Spirit is showing me visually? You know when you're waiting to get a text back from a person, let's say you have an event or a party on Saturday, and you send an invite to somebody 2 weeks before the party or event, and you really want this person to come. Yes, you want other people you've invited to come as well, but you really, really want this person to come because it means so much to you and this person's so special to you. And the day before the event comes, you message the person, you reach out, you ask, are you going to be here? I'm going to see you here. And let's say it's a very important day, right? And then the day comes and you don't get any messages from the person, and your friends are telling you, just leave that person, stop looking at your phone. Like, why are you still thinking about that person when when they haven't made the effort to even respond to you? You know what I mean? To even tell you, I'm coming or I'm not coming. You know what I mean? And that's what Spirit's showing me as an example. It's like these people are in limbo, waiting for you to come around, waiting for you to text them, waiting for you to reach out to them, people from your past. But it feels like they have other people in their life right now that are important to them, that they do care about, yes, but it feels like they want something from you. It feels like it would mean the world to them to have some kind of message from you come through, or to be able to see you. It would mean much more to them than the other people that are currently in their life. So that's what it feels like. These people are like emotionally attached to you. They're in limbo. They feel like they're waiting forever for you to come back into their life, and they're not seeing any signs of it, and they're just getting more hopeless by the day. So this is what they think but wouldn't say. And they're wondering, like, do you still care for them or not? And listen, I don't know why you walked away. I don't know why you left them in the first place. But this is just their perception of it, okay? So the people that don't want to lose you as well are maybe like hoping that you don't leave, are maybe feeling a little bit anxious about, like, you mean so much to me. I feel like I can't live without you. And, if our connection was to end, there are other people in my life that I care about, but you're the one I care about the most. Like, you're my favorite person. So it almost feels like that energy of like, I can't bear to lose you. Okay, so you have people in anxious thoughts. Like waiting around for you, or not wanting you to leave, not wanting to lose you. These anxious thoughts around that, but not telling you. Okay, so clarify the Hanged Man, please. We have the Three of Cups, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician reverse, the Emperor, the Ace of Pentacles at the back of the deck, and the Seven of Cups wanted to pop out, I think. So, Three of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Just trying to analyze this for a second. It feels like some people want a second chance with you, want another opportunity to start over with you with the Ace of Pentacles here. It feels like some people will go to greater lengths to bump into you. And I say bump into you with air quotation marks because it's not really bumping into you. What I'm picking up here is some people do want a second chance with you, and that's what they think but wouldn't say to you, because they don't want to actually be the one to reach out first or try first. They want to see if you truly care enough to put in the effort, where they're not wanting to chase after you, but they first want to see what you do, okay? Then there are other people you have walked away from that want to force their way back into your life and would do whatever it takes to be around you again. Whether it be, being your friend again, being in a romantic connection with you again, where it feels like, I'm watching you. I'm watching your Instagram stories, checking where you've Where are you going? Oh, I know you always go to this coffee shop, so I'm gonna go to this coffee shop and hope I run into you. The reason I say so is because I'm actually seeing that clairvoyantly, like someone stalk your social media and trying to be at those places you're at. So be careful, please be careful. Don't post where you're at. Don't post the location until much later. Please be safe because I don't know what their intentions are, but I see something like that. And it is a little bit alarming and stalky. But I'm also seeing a visual image of Hailey Bieber, and allegedly, this is just what I've heard from like watching a lot of like celebrity gossip channels and things like that. Allegedly, she was like stalking Justin Bieber before she got with him, where she'd go to all the hotels he was at, she'd go to all the places he was at, hoping she'd run into him or bump into him. And that's what I saw as a secondary vision to that first one. So there's clearly somebody in your life trying to bump into you or almost force their way back into your life, if that makes sense. And it's not funny, but I'm laughing because of how weird that is. Like, can you imagine somebody actually doing that? Like, that's weird to me. But yeah, I just feel like it is alarming, but I don't feel like it's done with bad intentions, but I can't fully say, I can't fully make a judgment on that. It feels like the intentions are innocent, but the action isn't innocent, if you get what I mean. Like, actually stalking someone and trying to meet up with them and make it seem like it's a natural thing comes across as a little bit creepy, but it's done with an innocent intention. If it's making sense, it's not like I don't see like a creepy energy of like trying to stalk you per se, but I hope you get what I mean. But I'm also not trying to minimize whatever is going on here, so I'm just not going to speak more about that. You can make your own judgments about that. Because it could be bad intentions, I don't know, but I feel as I'm in the energy, it doesn't come across as creepy to me. But I also don't want to minimize it if it is. But yeah, let me move on from that energy. So the theme here is around like people not wanting you to leave or people wanting to come back into your life. And that's what they think, but they wouldn't say. And I guess each person is different in terms of what they think and what they do. But this is basically the theme. The Wheel of Fortune, some people don't take matters into their own hands, but kind of think to themselves, you know, I'm still attached to this person. I do miss this person, but I'm not going to force things if it's not meant to be. I'm not going to try force it if it's not what's supposed to happen. You know, because it feels like every time I try to force things, it just makes the situation worse. So I'm just going to flow, trust, surrender, trust that if it's meant to be, it will be. So you have some people from your past missing you and wishing they can have a second chance with you, wishing they could be lucky enough to bump into you in public or have a second meeting with you or a start over with you, but they don't want to force their way in. They're kind of like telling themselves, if it's meant to be, it will happen. So that's another set of energy I see. And yeah, that's basically what I'm getting here. Let me pull your oracle cards. Okay, so you know what I just noticed, like with all three piles, pile one was like very dark. And I didn't mean to tap into energies like that. Pile two was like mild, pile three mild as well. But what I noticed was like these are their true thoughts without any filter. Because it's just weird to see this. It was not what I was expecting. But okay, these people feel like they've lost you. So we have loss, lack, fear, victimization. And they feel like they can't hide it because I'm even starting to cry now in the reading. I'm not actually sad, but it feels like these people are in pain about losing you. Yeah. We have tenderness, true love, compassion in the reverse. It feels like I had my true love, but I messed up the moment I had with my true love. And it doesn't have to be in a romantic sense, but let's say you had a friend that saw you as a soulmate, and they feel as though they messed things up with their soulmate. It feels like that type of energy, very heartbreaking. I just feel like crying in the energy right now. And it almost feels like they're not having secret thoughts but feelings around you, mostly that they feel like they can't hide, but they wouldn't tell you they're feeling like this. And if you left these people for a reason, then, there is a reason behind that, but that doesn't change the fact that they're missing you. You know what I mean? I feel like these are friends you've had, people you've had in your life that know they messed up. But or know something happened between the two of you, but they wish they could kind of go back in time and change things. And they feel a little bit powerless because they feel like they did something to mess up a true love they did have. And it's very different from pile 2 and 3 because pile 1 and 2, because pile 2 is like people from the past, which I don't know why people from the past keep coming up, but like it was like people that couldn't take accountability. But with your pile, they do know what they did wrong and they are taking accountability. And I just saw the angel number 555, so they are trying to change their behavior of whatever they did wrong to mess things up. But it just feels like they're still in pain about the fact that they lost you, and they know there's probably slim chance they can get a second chance with you, because even if they did, it doesn't erase what happened in the past, and they deep down they know that. But with brilliant beliefs in the reverse, they keep telling themselves that maybe there is a second chance. Maybe, let's just be hopeful and see. But maybe deep down they fear the worst. They fear that maybe they're just like thinking in a wish fulfillment way and it's not actually true. And some of them actually like think, do you actually care about me still or not anymore? Like they wonder what you think of them, if you still care about them, if you still feel something towards them, the way they do with you, because it feels like even though you're not in their life, their feelings for you haven't changed one bit. And then people in your life currently that don't want to lose you, don't want to feel like this. Like they messed up their own true love. You get what I mean? So this is what I have for you, pile number 3. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.